Hello, friends. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining me today. I want to share with you 3 ways that parents often get in the way of their students' growth in discipline. Now, we want our students to be self-disciplined, to be motivated, to just do their work without us bothering them, without us nagging them. But sometimes, as parents, we're the ones getting in the way. We're the ones that are stopping their growth. So today, 3 ways you or I might be stopping our students' growth. First of all, reminders, nagging, being on them. And I know we justify ourselves and we say, if I don't remind them, they're not going to do it. Maybe, or maybe not. Very likely, when you stop nagging them, they will stop working. Absolutely. Because they have so long been like that puppy at the end of a leash, just trying to get away, trying to do something else. But you have kept pulling them back and pulling them back and pulling them back to get them to do what you want them to do. And as soon as you let that puppy off the leash, it does its own thing. It gets to make its own choices. This leads us to the second way that we as parents might hold back our children from growing in self-discipline. The second way is by rescuing them. So we let them off the leash, we stop nagging, and what happens? They do what they want to do. Finally, no one with a leash on me to pull me back and tell me what to do. I can do whatever I want. But what happens if they do whatever they want and there are no consequences? In the real world, we have consequences for our actions. Now, those consequences should not be outside punishments because those are not natural. The best consequences are natural consequences. Oh, and just as an aside, we can't be nagging them and reminding them, if you don't do this, you're not going to be able to do this something else. We need to just let them do what they're going to do and then don't rescue them. When Wednesday comes and they have a commitment to go and play with a friend, oh, I'm sorry. What does your schedule look like? Did you finish all the work that you needed to finish by now? Man, that's too bad. I guess you used your work time for free time. I can understand that that's frustrating, but I think you're going to have to call your friend and say that you can't come. And as parents, we say, but the friend will be disappointed. We need to keep our commitments. Yeah, we do need to keep our commitments. But when we do wrong, others hurt too. It's okay to miss that birthday party. It is okay to miss going to even youth group. It is okay to miss doing things, to miss out on family game night. It is okay to miss out on things because our student hasn't completed their work. Now, this feels like it's a punishment from you. But the way we get around that is we say, what does your schedule say? What does your planner say? Did you finish all your work? Oh, the planner says that you haven't finished yet. So now it's the planner. That's the second way that we really hamper our kids. And, this might be something little. They go to their friend's house and they were supposed to bring something, or they get to their friend's house and they knew that they would be going swimming, but they didn't bring their goggles. Sorry, next time you'll remember. We might not want to say that, but it's okay to say, I already dropped you off. I'm not able to come again. We don't have to rescue them. If they wear the wrong clothes, they get cold. If they arrive somewhere and they don't have the things they need, they'll have to ask for someone to lend. These are natural consequences. They happen to me and you all of the time. So we need to let those consequences work in our students' lives. There's a third reason that students are held back in their growth. And this is one that many parents don't like to hear. So hear me out. But having absolute authority in your home that they need to do whatever you tell them to do immediately without any conversation. By the time they're in middle school and high school, this will hamper their self-growth. The reason it does that is because they can't make their own schedule, because you might say, hey, I need you to go empty the dishwasher. And they can't say, I'm in the middle of math. Can I do it in half an hour? Or maybe they have a call booked with me and you say, no, that you're going to have to put that off because this other thing is more important right now. Sometimes things are more important and we do have to change, right? But we should invite conversation from our preteens and teens. It is absolutely acceptable in life and in the workplace for a person to say, I want to do that. I'm going to do that. Can I do that in this many minutes? I have this other thing that's pressing right now. This is a sign of growth, of responsibility in your student. Don't cut it off. Don't nip it in the bud. This is not rebellion. This is growth. This is them becoming independent. If you're a preteen or especially a teenager, do not have the freedom to create their own schedules within reason. I mean, maybe you go to co-op on Thursdays. Well, they go to co-op on Thursdays, but they have to work around that. They can put their subjects at a time that works for them and works for your household. It might mean that, sometimes you might have to wait, but that's okay. It's okay because it's part of life. We want our young person to grow up to say, I have this other responsibility right now that I really have to do. Is it possible that emptying the dishwasher, washing the floor, taking the dog for a walk, cleaning my room, driving my sibling to an event can wait just a little bit? And you might have to say, I really appreciate that you're being so responsible, but driving your brother to his piano lessons has to happen right away. Would you be able to just put that off for a few minutes? And that's okay. Have those discussions. Have a back and forth conversation in a home that is absolutely authoritarian, where the young person cannot speak up and have a conversation with you. We find students who are not able to manage their own calendars, their own schedules, their own lives. And when they get behind, they're afraid to tell you because you're going to be upset. You're going to punish, lash out, all of those things that come in an authoritarian situation. So, what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you. Are there other things that hold students back? And what have you seen holding your student back? Please comment. I want to hear from you.